going on, guys? Welcome back to another fantastic video. Today we are in the Supra and we're doing something that isn't not super crazy, but something that I've been wanting to do for a long time now. A lot of you guys caught on the rolling anti-lag. A lot of you guys caught on that my rolling anti-lag button is down here in the center console, which is not ideal, and I've since moved it to the steering wheel. Right here, see, idiot, button's super accessible, easy to get to. I've had some of you guys ask about this right here, if that's annoying, if it wraps around the steering column, which is super dirty, around the steering column as I'm driving. No, I've had this on here for a long time now. It just wraps around the column. My side-by-side is the same way with the push-to-talk headsets. It just wraps around the steering column, not a huge deal. Can it be annoying? Yeah, sure, whatever, not a huge deal. But today what I'm gonna do is wire up this wire, or this whatever harness, so we have rolling anti-lag on this button here instead of here. So it's not ideal. You can see it is with it on, fuel pump's on. You'll see right now that when I push it, it turns on. Nothing crazy. You can see the light turns on around the ring here. I just don't like that there because I've got to hold that down, and then hand to the steering wheel. So I think with this right here, I can just hold this button down and let her eat. So a lot of you guys have asked me about this and how I was able to set up rolling anti-lag and launch control and all that stuff. I am running an ECU Master Classic, EMU Classic, okay, not a black. Like, this is an old school ECU. I've had it for several years now. Car runs great on it. I will eventually update or upgrade to probably the black or something else. I don't know, we'll see. But basically how my car's set up is with the rolling anti-lag with the button, how it comes on is at 4,800 RPM. I can hold the button down. When I push the button down and the gas pedal down simultaneously, that's what activates the rolling anti-lag. So again, 4,800 RPM is where I have, that's the threshold. It's got to be above 4,800 RPM or nothing happens. If I just push the button and put my foot down on the gas, like, nothing will, it'll try to put it into rolling anti-lag, but nothing will happen. It won't pop and bang and do all that good stuff. So usually what happens is I'm in third gear, I downshift to second, and I'll crank the RPMs up, hit the button, pedal at the same time, and then I let off the button and we're ready to go. Now, launch control is a little different. It's not button activated. All it is miles per hour dependent. So from 0 to 7 miles an hour, the ECU Master reads that I am obviously driving, rolling, whatever. At that speed, that'll activate the launch control. So all I do is clutch in, pedal to the floor. As long as I'm going between 0 to 7 miles an hour, that'll set up launch control. All I do is just dump the clutch and we're ready to go. So again, it won't do anything. If I'm just kind of like, if I'm going over 7 miles an hour and I go to put my foot on the gas, the car's just going to go. It's not going to put it into launch control mode. So it just 0 to 7 miles an hour. So I can slowly roll into it as I'm going to 0 to 7 miles an hour, and we can get on it. So, which is pretty sweet. Now, in my transmission, I am running a W58. A lot of you guys have asked me if I'm running the R154. I'm not. This is not the 7MGE-T model. It did not come with an R154. It came with a W58. That being said, the transmission is built. It is ready to go. It's been gone through several times, actually. It's got billet shift fork, synchros, it's the whole 9 yards. The only thing I don't have on this car, which I'm going to find the weak point on really quickly, is the clutch. I'm running an ACT, like stage 4 or whatever the crap that is, clutch kit, and it's been fine, and it's good for like 500 foot-pounds of torque. Now, with the rolling anti-lag and the launch control, I haven't found it yet, which is good, but I'm also not running a lot of horsepower. I'm running about 425-ish horsepower, which is not a lot. It's a decent amount for the road, but it's not really that much. The goal, like I've said before, is 650, 675, and we will find the limit on that clutch very, very quickly. So, twin disc, yeah, probably eventually in the future we'll have to run a twin disc clutch. R154, I don't think so. I mean, the W58's held just fine. I've had no issues whatsoever. Holding the power down just fine. I think we should be good. If I blow it up, I blow it up. Like, I know that it's not the strongest transmission out there, but as of right now, it's doing what I needed to do. So, we'll see where we get to with that, and we'll cross that bridge when we need to get there, I guess. Setting up your launch control and rolling anti-lag, not that difficult. W58, I bought the Marlin Crawler speed sensor. All it is like a hall sensor that just screws into the port where the cable-driven speed sensor, I guess, comes out and goes to your speedometer. So I pulled that out. So I do not have miles per hour anymore on my dash. There's nothing driving the speedometer. That has now been replaced with a Marlin Crawler speed sensor. So if I could do a heads-up display, like if I get the heads-up display, the HUD, whatever, from ECU Master, it will plug into the ECU Master Classic, and then I can have the heads-up display. I can see all my pressures, sensors, everything I need, plus miles per hour, RPM, all that good stuff. So right now it's hard. I don't have any of that stuff. I have, the only thing I'm able to read in the car right now on the stock cluster is my oil pressure, voltage, and coolant temp. So that's pretty much it. I just shift by ear. It's probably not ideal, but we'll get there eventually. I'll put some sort of a display or something in there that will show me those things. Is it not safe to not be able to read those things? Yeah, it's not safe to not be able to see what the car's doing, but I don't have $1,400 to buy a heads-up display right now. I know there's other alternatives, but we'll get there eventually. So again, Marlin Crawler speed sensor screws right into the W58. There's a couple wires that come out. They just plug right into the ECU Master. It's so easy, guys. I'm not a wiring wizard at all, and I wired this in. I wired the ECU Master in. Yeah, I did use the plug-and-play adapter or whatever, the adapter harness thing, and it did adapt some things, but there were some other things that I had to wire in myself. Again, not difficult by any means, guys. I had it figured out. It took a little bit of trial and error, yeah, like I'm not gonna lie. Like there was sometimes I had to pull wires back out because I put them in the wrong ports or whatever, the wrong inputs, outputs, that sort of thing. So with the rolling anti-lag, because that's what this video is about, there's a spot for it. It's an auxiliary in, it's an input. You're gonna be pushing the button. There's a pin out for it. You just wire it into that pin. You just assign it in the ECU Master software. That's what's going to activate your rolling anti-lag, and that's it. Straightforward, super easy stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and just unwire this button that's down here in the center console, and we're gonna wire up the button that's on the steering wheel. And then when the sun goes down, which will be pretty early because of daylight savings, Noah's gonna help me film. We're gonna go get some rollers. I want to show you guys the flames that come out of this thing on the rolling anti-lag when we're just cruising down the street. So he's gonna help me get that. We'll show you guys what it does, how it sounds. We'll do a couple pulls, show you guys what it's all about, and every single one of you are going to want this on your car, I guarantee, because it is the coolest thing ever. So that being said, let's go ahead and wire this up, and then we'll stick around for a few hours until the sun goes down. We'll go from there. All right, guys, got it wired up. It really is easy to do. Like I said, not a wiring magician, but I was able to figure it out, no problem. ECU Master too, which is really cool. They give you a ton of documentation on how to wire everything up. There's even on the tuning software itself, you can literally get on there and it'll show you what to wire into what, 12 volts versus 5 volts. It's so easy, guys. But it's hooked up, it works. I don't know if you'll hear it on camera, but if I push the button now, so it almost kills the car. Let's go take it for a little test trip, and then tonight we'll drive it again with all the pops and bangs, and I've got to make sure we get up to temperature. There's a bunch of fail safes, which is nice. The tuner put in for me, just in case the car's still cold, the oil's still cold, that sort of thing. But by the time we get down here, it should be warm enough to lean on the launch control. So yeah, you guys saw too, I put the teen coilovers back on my car. Nothing against Flash Shark by any means. They were decent coilovers, and I had no problem with them. It's truly amazing when you have damping control and you don't. It's like fine-tuning a musical instrument. Yeah, you have a drum. Flash Shark coilovers are like a drum. You can fine-tune them to where they sound like they're supposed to. Having the teens with damping control is like fine-tuning a guitar. It's there's a ton more adjustability, and you can really fine-tune how smooth you want the ride to go. So I put them back on. I'm gonna hang on to the Flash Sharks. Again, nothing against them. They're decent quality for the price. I know some of you guys have bought them, and I know you guys were happy with them. So like I said, not a bad product. I wanted the damp control, and it's really amazing when you don't have it, how much you actually miss it. So Okay. Car's almost a temp. It just won't get on the rolling anti-lag if it's not warm enough. So let's see here. We'll roll the window down so you guys can hear it. We should be warm enough. So already just having the buttons on the steering wheel, so much better. But we're in second right now. Third, like I said, 4,800 RPM. Let's get back down to second. Perfect. Cam removed. Nice. Super easy fix. Second to third. We're in third right now. Back to second. Wonderful. Works great. Take a second to admire the T51R. I don't know, that sound just, it never gets old. I don't know how anyone could ever get annoyed at that. So good. Okay, well, there you go. Man, anti-lag, rolling anti-lag, launch control, whatever, it's so fun. Any chance I get to just light that thing up, I do it. It's just too good. You guys can see that the 275s that I have on the back of that car were clinging to life, trying to stay connected to the road. Those things, like the second launch control comes on, they just light right up. So I'm going to mess with some more tire options here in the future. Those are the Federal 595s. They're pretty decent tires, but they just struggle really bad to try to connect to the road there. So it's also pretty cold outside. Weather's changing, obviously. It's going to snow here pretty soon, so trying to get some heat through those tires it just wasn't there. So like I said before, I am running the ECU Master Classic, so not even the black, it's just the classic, the old school one. And you guys can see firsthand, I have launch control, rolling anti-lag. The button on the steering wheel is way better. Both hands on the steering wheel, better control of the vehicle, and just, yeah, I'm glad I did it. So it's not super annoying to have the cord wrap around the steering column. I've been driving like that for a while. My side-by-side, again, the push-to-talk stuff, it wraps around the steering column as well, so not a huge deal. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. It's just was a fun one. It was fun to get the car out, and Noah hadn't been in the Supra yet, so I took him out for a ride and absolutely loved it. So car's a ripper, so much fun. Plenty more to come. I still need to take the car in to get it retuned and on E90. And the wastegate, I don't know if I talked about this in my other videos, but the lines are actually flipped. So the one coming from the boost controller, it needs to be flipped. So that's why I'm only making about 10 pounds of boost. I think I said that in like my boost control or my boost gauge video. But yeah, we need to swap those lines, and then it needs to go in for a retune, and that's when we'll do the E90 as well. And that car should make roughly 575, 600 horse, ish. We'll see. And I may have mentioned in my other videos, I've got the Walbro 450 in-tank fuel pump, and I've got 1100cc injectors. So I think we'll be good there, but we'll find out real quick if we need more fuel. But anyways, we're gonna leave off on that note. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Smash that like button. You guys know how YouTube works, and we'll see you on the next one.